upcoming YouTuber, and hopefully a comedian. Like my subscribe, like my thing I wrote was I was gonna say jokes. Hopefully y'all can give me the thumbs up and subscribe. That'd be so wonderful. Let me continue. Let me start. Excuse me. People are 63% more likely to believe a made up stat if you say it confidently. This increased to 78.47 if you add a decimal. Why the preference for a 8 over 9? It's it's decimal. Why the preference for 8 over 9 over its decimal? It's overrated. Why did the gym close down? It just didn't work out. You know what I saw today? Everything I looked at. Have you ever tried eating a clock? It's really time consuming, especially if you go for seconds. Why did the buffalo say when its son left for college? Bison. What do you call a pig that does karate? A pork chop. Why did the kid throw his clock out the window? Because he wanted to see time fly. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. How do trees get online? They log in. How do you drown a hipster? Throw him in the mainstream. Uh, A man tells the doctor, "Doctor, help me. I'm addicted to Twitter." The doctor replies, "Sorry, I don't follow you." What kind of exercise does a lazy person do? Dilly squats. What do you call a parade of rabbits hopping? What do you call a parade of rabbits hopping? A receding hairline. What did the shark say when he ate a clownfish? This tastes a little funny. What did one hat say to the other? You wait here. I go on ahead. What ticks off a meteorologist? Pre- predicting the weather and not coming true. Dear math, grow up and solve your own problems. A skeleton walks into the bar and orders a beer and a mop. A skeleton walks into a bar and asks the bartender, "Can I have a beer and a mop?" What annoys a sheep herder? To count sheep and fall asleep. Why should you never argue with the decimal? Why should you never argue with the decimal? It's because they always have the point. Why did the decimal point move to the left? Because the numbers were called to divide the property. Because it hurt that the numbers were going to divide the property. Why did the decimal point move to the left? because it heard that the numbers were going to be divided the property. Why did the decimal point love the fraction? Because it had a lot of parts. At Casey Grant, hello, thank you so much for joining my live. Hopefully you like the jokes I've been saying. If any joke specific you want me to say, go ahead. And thank you so much. Well, let me go. Okay, I can't do that. No. I'll be banned. So that's a big negative. But the jokes, that's it for sure. That. What annoys a sheep herder? To count sheep and fall asleep. Wait, to count sheep while to fall asleep while counting sheep. I like making decimal jokes just about whole numbers that have no point. What ticks off a meteorologist? Predicting the weather and not coming true. Dear math, grow up and solve your own problems. At Miguel Espinosa. Hello, thank you so much for joining my live. Hopefully, you like the jokes that I'm about to say. If you do, if you can subscribe to my channel, that'd be so wonderful. Let me continue. Why don't mili- what's a little Why don't military personnel play hide and seek? Because good luck hiding when you're wearing camouflage. How do you know if someone was in the military? Don't worry. They'll they'll tell you within the first 5 minutes you meet them. What's a potato's favorite transportation? The gravy train, of course. Have you heard about the new band called 1023 megabytes? They haven't had any gigs yet. Why did the obtuse triangle break up with the right angle? Because it just couldn't see things from the same angle. How did the obtuse triangle solve the problems? It just needed to take a different angle on things. Why did the obtuse triangle get in a fight with the equilateral triangle? It just couldn't see eye to eye. At B29 Super 4 FORTERES. Thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you so much. Let me continue. If you like my jokes, can give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel? That would be so wonderful. Thank you so much. Why did the obtuse triangle get in a fight with the equilateral triangle? It just couldn't see eye to eye. How did the obtuse triangle become a successful comedian? It had a knack for finding the right angles in jokes. Thank you so much. You too. What does a baby computer call his father? Instead of dada, is data. Data? Get it? Instead of data is data. Instead of DA. Oh. Helium walks into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve noble gases in here." Helium doesn't react. If money doesn't grow on trees, then why do banks have branches? Oh, think about that. Oh, think about that. If money doesn't grow on trees, then why do banks have branches? Why don't we ever tell secrets on a Friday? Because they're sure to be spilled by the weekend. What did the photon say when it was asked about its weight? I'm just a light particle, so I don't have any mass to weigh. Why did the electron get arrested? It was charged with battery. What did the full glass say to the empty glass? You you look drunk. Why did the photon refuse to check a bag at the airport? Because it was traveling light. Two atoms are walking down the street. One suddenly stops and says, "Oh no, I think I lost my wallet." And the electron says, "Are you sure?" The other electron says, "I'm positive." Why do biologists like to use puns? Because it's their way of making some clean fun. Why did the mathematician refuse to play hide and seek? Because he didn't want, because he didn't want to be found. Why did the well, why did the psychology break up with the biology? Why did the psychology teacher break up with the biology teacher? Because there was no chemistry. At Sea Bear, hello, thank you so much. Did you check out the shout out I gave you in my last video? I still owe you another shout out, so I got you. Did you hear about the famous microbiologist who visited 30 different countries and spoke 6 languages? He was a man of many cultures. Did you hear about the man who visited 30 different countries and spoke 6 languages? He was a man of many cultures. At the machine, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Why did the biologists break up with the physicists? They had no chemistry. An electron and a photon are drinking in a bar. The photon says, "You're around, electron." The electron says, "Are you sure?" The photon says, "I'm positive." A group of protesters form outside of a science lab and start chanting, "What do we want? We want time travel. When do we want it? It's irrelevant." A music note walks into the bar and orders a beer. The bartender replies, "I can't serve you. You're a minor." What did the anthropologist say to the scientist? "I study the past, you study the present, but we both know the future is uncertain." What did the culture anthropologist say to the linguistic? "Let's decode the language together." What did the anthropologist become a stand up comedian? Because he wanted to study an evolution of laughter. with the, why did the biologist break up with the math? He couldn't handle all the division. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Seabear. Your words are my encouragement to keep creating more funny content to make y'all laugh. How does a biologist like his coffee? Decaf. Because their prefer things to be less stimulated. Why did the biologist go to therapy? He had too many cells to deal with. What did the biologist say to the prismist? Stop being such a shellfish. Why did the gym close down? It just didn't work out. You know what I saw today? Everything I looked at. There we go. What do you call a T? What do you call a T-Rex who sells guns? A small arms dealer. Of course, we like that one. What does a biologist tell you when you have to give blood? Be positive. How many narcissists does it take to change a light bulb? Only one. All he has to do is hold it in place while the world rotates around him. How many psychotherapists does it take to change a light bulb? Just one. So as long the light bulb wants to change. Patient tells doctor, Doctor, I feel such a failure. Doctor, anyone who can pay my fees is certainly not a failure. What did a ladybug say to the spider? You're spinning me right round. What is a geologist's favorite band? The Rolling Stones. What are the unspoken rules of employment? Not to punish, deceive, or cover myself unless, of course, I want to stay employed. Why did Waldo go to therapy? Because he wanted to find himself. A vertical challenge person once said, I live in constant fear that my comically small arms will put me in a bad situation. When asked if insanity runs in my family, it doesn't run in my family. Rather, it strolls through taking its time getting to know everyone's personalities. Why did the police officer go to the baseball game? Because he heard someone has stole second base. Why did the police officer bring a map to the crime scene? He wanted to find the root of the problem. I told my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 places. Guess what he told me? Well, he told me to stop going to those places. Why don't we ever tell secrets in a farm? Because the potato have ears and the corn have... sorry, I messed up. Why don't we ever tell secrets on a farm? Because the potatoes have eyes and the corn have ears and the beans have stalk. My wife told me I should do sit-ups to get in shape. I said, living room and kitchen are not the same thing. What's blue and doesn't weigh much? Light blue. Why did the birds attack the dog? Because the dog was purebred. How do you make a 7 even? Remove the S and it becomes even. What is it called when a snowman throws a tantrum? A meltdown. A meltdown? What animal can jump higher than a house? Any animal, because houses can't jump. Do you know when your divorce is getting a less uglier? When your lord doesn't seem like a blood sucking leech anymore. Why don't dogs tell a lot of stories? Because they only have one tail. Mm, um, what has hands but cannot clap? What has hands but cannot clap? What has hands but what's your name? At Deluxe Phillips, my name is well, it depends. Spanish, it's Homero because you can hear the H, but in English, the H goes silent, so you just hear the O, so it's Homero, 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 Omero. It depends on how you're saying it, but it's Homero, Omero, or Homero, depending on how you're depending on how you're saying it. Why did the student get upset when his teacher called him average? Because it was a mean thing to say. Why was the obtuse triangle always frustrated? Because it was never right. Why did the student break up with the math book? It just couldn't add up anymore. It wasn't adding up anymore. Um, okay, let me tell you this story. People are 63% more likely to believe a made up stat if you say it confidently. This increases to 78% if you add a decimal. I like making decimal place. People missing the point. People who can't tell the difference between whole numbers and decimals are missing the point. At Sunless87, at Sunless87, thank you so much. I really appreciate your words. Your words I would take as my encouragement to continue making more funny content. And if you can subscribe, that'd be so wonderful. What's a potato's favorite form of transportation? The gravy train. If money doesn't grow on trees, then why do banks have branches? What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's pretty heavy and the other one's a little lighter. Oh, hopefully with God's blessing, I will. Hopefully one day. Of course, it takes time, and that's given. But hopefully one day I should get there with God's grace. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. SUN LESS87. Thank you so much. How do you know if someone was in the military? All right, Stalin. Mm, what did the candidate say to Friday? I'm so glad we're finally meeting again. What time is it? Okay, wait. What do you call a Friday that's also a superhero? Friday. Fry. FRY dash YAY. What did two fours skip lunch? Because they already ate. Oh, thank you so much, man. You have a great night as well, or a great afternoon, depending on your time. But thank you so much. Why did the obtuse triangle go to the beach? Because it wanted to catch some rays. How does a photon find its? How does a photon find its way around? It follows the path. How does a photon take its coffee? Light and sweet. What did the photon say to electron? Why so negative? Lighten up. Okay, I probably need to stop this guy. Okay. Well, it's gonna be 12 already in the morning. Well, good night everybody. Thank you so much for joining my live. I will need to call it a wrap early because I have to come up with better jokes to make y'all laugh. So have a great night everybody. Bye. See you later. Good night. Mm.